Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and this is Friday Power Flow. I'm really glad to be back outside practicing, and I'm really glad you're here to practice with me. Let's get started in downward facing dog. Coming onto your mat, I am on very uneven ground, I just realized. Coming onto your mat and setting up your downward facing dog. Then you can set your gaze or close your eyes. Add in a little bit of movement. Feel the movement of your breath. A big inhale and a long exhale. A deep breath in and a full breath out. Letting your heels soften down, letting your head hang down. Checking in with your hands. Spread your fingers wide. Take another big breath in and a long breath out. And you can work with downward dog, or you can add in child's pose. Just coming onto your mat and working with your breath and your body. Take a deep inhale and a big exhale. And then on your next inhale, come on forward to your high push-up, your high plank. Let your shoulders track over your wrists. Little belly draws in and up. You can drop your knees down for a little more support if you like. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Check in with this downward dog. You might notice already a difference between your first and this. The changes, the shifts that happen. Sometimes pretty quickly when we show up. On your inhale, glide forward to your high push-up. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come on forward, high push-up, high plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. One more time, come on forward to your high push-up. And this time, keep moving forward, lower halfway down or all the way down, low push-up. A big breath in, upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward dog or your child's pose. Take a deep breath in here. And a long breath out. Take another big inhale. As you exhale, step or jump to your hands. It's an uphill jump to my hands. Set your feet. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, all the way up to stand. Reach and lift. Draw your hands to your heart. Set your gaze. You can lower your gaze or close your eyes. You might set an intention for your practice today. Together, let's take a big breath in and a long breath out. On your inhale, sweep up, reach and lift. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands down to your mat. Step back to your high push-up. Move forward and down, low push-up. Inhaling, upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward dog or your child's pose. A big breath in here. And a long breath out. Breathing in, filling up. And breathing out, emptying out. Once more, deep breath in. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Set your feet, halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, rise up, reach and lift. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale. Upward dog, exhale, downward dog. And again, you can add in child's pose if it works. Add variations into your flow. Flow in a way that feels good for you. Flowing with breath, with intention. A big inhale and a big exhale. Another deep breath in here. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands high, heart lifts. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. A deep breath in and a long breath out. Big inhale. And a full exhale. Once more here, deep breath in. Exhale lightly. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet. Put a big bend to your knees. You can reach your hands high or let your hands come to your heart. Feet can be together apart. I'm going to take my feet a little apart because the ground feels pretty uneven and I feel a little steadier with my feet apart. You can adjust, right, in the moment based on what you're feeling. A willingness to adjust so that it doesn't have to be like the last time you practiced. Take a big inhale here. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps forward, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Spin your back foot flat. Reach your hands up here. As you set your feet, you can bend into your front knee. You can set your gaze or close your eyes. As you set your back foot, lift and lengthen through your back leg. And as you feel yourself here, take a big inhale and a long exhale. A deep breath in and a big breath out. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward now. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Come up. I am practicing embracing my choice of locations for my mat today. I want it to be in the sun, but it is really uneven ground. And so I can either spend the whole practice regretting my choice, or just practice being here, working with it, right? Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. One more big inhale. Exhale, hands down to the mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And the spot for my mat might not be the best, but this is a really beautiful spot. Take another deep inhale here. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Set your feet, bend your knees, reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps, warrior one. Back foot flat, root down, reach up. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Set your feet, reach up. Exhale, hands back to your mat. High push-up to low. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Couple of good deep breaths here. In your downward dog or in your child's pose, in your body. Long breath in. And a full breath out. Another big breath in. Exhale. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana. Bend your knees. Lift your hands. Lift your heart. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps, warrior one. Rise up, reach up, exhale. Hands back to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Rise up, exhale. Hands back down to your mat. High push-up to low. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps again, warrior one. Come up and open out. Warrior two. Adjust your feet, set your feet. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Take a long breath in here. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Full body breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Back hand to your back leg, your low back, or around to the top of your right leg. Lift from your right hip. Ground equally through both feet. Keep your right knee tracking over your right ankle. As you feel your back foot, feel if you can lift and lengthen through your back leg. Take another big inhale here. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps again. Warrior one, come up and open out. Warrior two. Take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior, side angle. Parsva Konasana. Airplane overhead. Right elbow on your right leg, left arm up toward the sky. Check in with your feet. You might lengthen your stance, you might shorten your stance. Feel for allowing a long breath in and a full breath out. Take your top arm, lengthen it forward, and if you want to slide your bottom hand down toward the ground, you can. Your hands may or may not touch. You can always work with your right hand on your right ankle or a block, or even just stick with the elbow on the leg. A big breath in, and then a long breath out. Breathe in, and breathe out. A big inhale, and a big exhale. Reach your top arm up, wrap it around behind your back. Come on into your half bind or add in your full bind. Ooh, a butterfly. Letting your left shoulder gently roll back. Keeping the bend in your front knee, you can always come out of it and then come back into it. If you find yourself coming out of your practice to notice an airplane or a butterfly, you come back. A big breath in and a long breath out. Reach your top arm up from here. Come up to your warrior two, and we'll switch sides, dropping into Skandasana. So bending your left knee, lengthening through your right leg. You can keep your right foot flat and your hands on the ground, or you can press out through your right heel with your toes up to the sky. Here, left arm extends down, and your right arm goes up and back. Left arm can be on the inside of the left leg. Your hand may or may not touch the ground. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. One more deep breath in here. As you exhale, both hands down towards the ground. Pivot around toward the back edge of your mat, runner's lunge, and then step your right foot in halfway or a third of the way. Setting up for your forward fold, halfway lift as you inhale. Lengthen and fold over your left leg as you exhale. Try not to roll down the hill if you're on uneven ground. Feel your foundation, soften your toes. A big breath in. And a long breath out. Now ground through your feet and come on up to stand. Rise up here, reach high, lift, eagle, right leg wraps up and over, and your right arm wraps under Garuda Asana. Right leg over, right arm under. You can work with a different leg variation, arm variation. I like to slow down when I feel unsteady. It's usually easier to remember when I'm on my mat than off my mat. A big breath in and a long breath out. On your inhale, unwrap, release, reach all the way up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, high push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Take a full breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Another deep breath in here. Exhale lightly. Walk or jump to your hands. Set your feet, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Big bend to the knees, sit down, reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior one. Set your feet, come on up. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps, warrior one. Root down, reach up, exhale, hands back to your mat. High push up to low. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps again, warrior one, come up and add in your warrior two. Feeling out your warrior two on this side. Feeling your shoulders, if you can track them over your hips. If you can bend into your front knee. If you can lengthen through your arms and your fingers. If you can be here. A long breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. All the adjustments that we can make, all the poses that we can come into. The biggest adjustment is to be here, be present, come into our bodies, our strength, our power, our ease, joy. Spin your palms to the sky and take your left hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back, working with whatever comes up and feeling that you can still enjoy yourself. Take a long inhale here, exhale, hands all the way down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps again, warrior one, rise up, open out, warrior two. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior, side angle, Parsva Konasana. Left elbow lightly on your left leg and your right arm extends up. Adjusting your feet as needed. Feeling both feet flat on your mat. You can have your back toes pointed toward the side or a little bit forward. Front foot, left foot, flat and straight. Take your left arm and lengthen it forward. And then again, if you want to slide the bottom hand down towards the ground, you can slide it down. Still lifting up. Grounded down. Supported. Allowing yourself to be here. So you can lift up and lighten up. A deep breath in. Then a long breath out. Reach your top arm up, wrap it around behind your back. You can make your way into your half bind or your full bind or add in a different variation if you like. With breath, with intention. A long inhale here and a big exhale. A deep breath in and a big breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Full inhale and a full exhale. Reach your top arm up. Let it bring you up to your warrior two. Now Skandasana, switching sides, bending your right knee. You can keep your left foot flat or you can come up onto your left heel. You can always adjust the distance between your feet like I just did. You might have your right foot flat. You might be more up on the ball of the foot. Here, your right arm extends down towards the ground, and your left arm goes up and back. Right arm on the inside of your right leg, so you get a little bit of a self-assist. Letting your left shoulder roll back. Take a really big inhale, and then as you exhale, hands down, pivot back around toward the front. Runner's lunge, so you can step your left foot in halfway or third of the way and set up for your forward fold. Take your right foot just a little to your right. Halfway lift, inhale. Lengthen and fold over your right leg as you exhale. Hands on your mat or blocks if you have them available to you. If you want to spin your fingers around, walk your hands back, you can. And you might bend, soften one or both knees here. A deep inhale and a big exhale. Ground through your feet, strong core. Come up to stand. Reach your hands high. Set your right foot, set your gaze. Eagle now. Left leg wraps up and over. And your left arm wraps under. Garuda Asana. Left foot can dangle or touch down, maybe even hook behind the standing leg. You might work with a different arm variation. Left hip, left shoulder gently draw back. Spine is long here. And you can play around with a bend in your standing knee, right? You can play around with your balance. What does balance feel like for you? Do you notice how you feel when you start to lose your balance? Take a deep breath in And a big breath out. On your inhale, unwrap, release, reach all the way up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Usually we hang on if we feel that we're about to lose our balance. And sometimes that just pushes us further over the edge. Take a deep breath in here. And a long breath out. Another big inhale. And as you exhale lightly, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet, big bend to your knees. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big breath in. Twist to your right, left elbow toward the outside of your right leg. Feet are even. They can be together apart as best you can. Work with keeping your knees even. Let your breath be even. On your inhale, you're lengthening. As you exhale, you're twisting. Hands can stay together. They can come apart. You can stick in a side crow if you like. A long breath in. And a big breath out. Breathing in, lengthening, filling up. Breathing out, twisting, rinsing out. One more deep breath in here. Fold forward, exhale. Take your feet apart, about hips width distance. You can bend your knees a lot. Rest your torso on your thighs. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest. And then begin to fold forward, hands up and over. You can let your head drop. Soften your knees, soften your toes. You might work with more of a ragdoll here, letting your hands dangle if you like. Take a long breath in. And a big breath out. Another deep inhale here. As you exhale, drop your hands down to your mat. Set your right foot, hands on your mat. Extend your left leg up to the sky. Standing leg raise, standing leg split. Hands on your mat, blocks, or you can bring one or both hands to your standing ankle. You can work with more of a halfway lift and lift your left leg, or if it works, you can drop into the forward fold. Take a really big breath in here, and then lightly drop your left foot back behind you, left knee down to your mat, untuck the toes, set up your kneeling lunge. Hands to your right knee. Just to begin, you can always pad the left knee, fold the left edge of your mat under if you like. Right hand on your right hip, left arm up to the sky, reach up and start to lean to your right. You can keep your right hand on your hip or extend your right hand down towards the ground, maybe a block. Left shoulder rolls back. Take a full breath in and a big breath out. Another big inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. Walk your right foot across and come on into your half pigeon. This variation, maybe the variation on your back. And I say, if you like, you can set up a different variation. If you want to, you can set up a different variation. Sometimes you don't want to set up a variation. Sometimes you don't like the different variation. But it might still be the best thing for you. So giving yourself a little space, taking a deep breath in, and a long breath out. Feeling what you need. Instead of thinking about what you should do or shouldn't do, what you can or can't do, feeling that you're here. You are doing this. A long breath in and a long breath out. Take a deep inhale and a big exhale. Here, start to come up. Set your hands under your shoulders, tuck your back toes under, lift your left knee, and take your right leg up and back for your three-legged dog. So you wind up in your three-legged dog with your right leg lifted. From here, you can bend your right knee, down dog hip opener, maybe a flip. Big inhale, and a big exhale. And then take your right leg back up, bring it back down, downward facing dog. A long breath in, and a big breath out. Take another deep inhale. As you exhale, step or jump to the front. Setting your feet halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Chair pose. Utkatasana, big bend to your knees. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a full inhale. Twist to your left. Right elbow toward the outside of your left leg. Oh, I just noticed the prettiest little flowers right there. The things that we notice when we're present, paying attention. And yeah, sometimes we wind up paying too much attention to the stuff around us. And so we come back, pay attention to our toes, our fingers. Here you can keep your hands together. You can open up if you like side crow, you can stick that in. Paying attention to our breath. And really while we're here, paying attention to ourselves, attentive to our needs. Letting this practice meet our needs, taking care. Take one more big breath in, fold forward, exhale. Here, feet apart about hips width, peace fingers hook your big toes, palms face each other. Halfway lift on your inhale. Lengthen and fold as you exhale. A couple of good deep breaths here. You can soften your knees, work with a different variation as needed. Full breath in, and a breath out. Release your toes. You walk your feet closer together to touch. Set your left foot, hands on your mat. Take your right leg to the sky. Standing leg raise, standing leg split. Again, staying with the halfway lift or dropping into the forward fold. One or both hands to your standing ankle. That can assist with the forward fold. Makes balancing a little more of an adventure. Strong core, both legs long. Take a big inhale, and then lightly drop your right foot back behind you. Right knee comes down and tuck your right toes. Kneeling lunge on this side. You can start with your hands on the ground, your left knee, left hand. You can start up your motorcycle, go for a ride after this. Left hand on your left hip, right arm up to the sky. Reach up and over to your left, letting your right shoulder roll back. And if you want to extend your left hand down towards the